Nice.
All right.
Hello, sneakers. Welcome back to Disecting Small. Trying to do something funny. I don't know if it worked or not, but we're talking about Friday Night Titans. I am Ben, and with me, as always, is my partner in this, Don. How you doing today, Don?
I'm doing great, man. How are you today? How's everybody doing?
Doing well. This is going to be a fun match. I think I have a new favorite faction. We'll get into that.
I think so too.
What? Before we get into the matches, what are your overall thoughts about this episode and this card?
Sure.
Any thoughts about it?
I mean, this was one of the most anticipated episodes for me, for sure. Just because of at least the one match we knew we were getting.
Right.
Um, but then, yeah, the Cybold and Silvestrini match was good. It was enjoyable. So I feel again like even when it's something this big, I mean, he's really knocking it out of the park with these episodes, man. I mean, they're just getting better and better. They really are.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, and I just rewatched this. The first match happened, and then we got the second match, but
Yeah.
there were no cut scenes this week, right?
At the end,
At the end of the first match, before the second match,
oh, in
there
between,
were,
there wasn't. Yeah, no.
yeah, there wasn't. They went right into the main event, right?
Well, I think because it was a championship match and it was 5 rounds, they probably needed
Right.
extra time.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. I mean, they did what they always do with the lead up. How do we get here kind of thing, but they didn't.
Right.
Yeah, but they didn't really do any skits or cut scenes or anything. Yeah.
And I think that was the right choice because, like you said, the match was a rubber match. It was a match we all been waiting for years.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And before we get into it, spoiler alert, I think it delivered as hell. I think it was a perfect match for what they needed to give us.
Oh, I think so. Yeah. Oh, they both played. They both played great. They both
But
played great.
before we get into that, let's talk about the first match.
Sure. Oh yeah.
Winchester Sweeney and Whitney Simon.
Yeah.
What do you think about these two players before getting into this match?
Um, Cybold hasn't played as much that I remember, at least, so I don't know much about him. But I've always enjoyed watching him play. But Silvestrini, I really like. I like her attitude. I like her sort of swag. The way she carries herself. So I've always liked her. She kind of reminds me of Janine the Machine, but more of a heel.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
I feel Winter is a great team player and a
Yes.
solid solo player.
Yeah.
When she was on, oh, what was the name of that team?
With
Yeah, with what's his name?
um. Oh wow.
What was the name of that team?
Now I'm blanking too on it because I can't think of it now
You know
either.
what? It's good because we don't need to. But when she was on that team,
Yes.
she did well. She did well.
Yeah. And she's a
But
great shit talker during the match.
right,
That's one thing
right,
she's really good at is being able to keep up with the back and forth and still play.
right. She is a big. Yeah, you're right. She's a big shit talker. I think that's a right
But in a
word
fun
for
way.
it.
She's never like
Oh, right. Of course, of course.
right. Yeah. Right.
She's kind of like team action without the talent. I don't want to say without the talent, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
get where you're going. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. So I kind of think of her, like I said, as Janine the Machine, but a little more heel than Janine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where Janine will talk shit, but she's a little more sarcastic. Where I feel like Rachel has that little bit of a dagger to it, but she's still fun about it. She's not being mean. She's just kind of I don't even know what to say coming off mean, but she just kind of has that little more of an edge to her joke, her sarcasm than I think Janine does. Janine's more
Yeah.
playful. She's more edgy. I guess is the better way to say it.
Well, it was a pretty straightforward match. What did you think of round one?
Yeah, I mean, he came out to a pretty good lead with the 8-6. They both missed a few questions. Obviously, she didn't have a strong first round, but overall, not bad. Um, so I like the first round. I think she could have got two of those questions. I think she could have went in tied, but it is what it is. I mean, she missed a few that I thought she could get. So because I thought going into this match, I gave her a little bit of an edge. I really did.
Yeah, let me ask you this. This came in my head.
Yeah.
Imagine a few years ago if she was teamed up with Andrew Guy.
Oh,
Do you think that would have been a good team?
absolutely. Yes. It would have been hard to keep them under control.
Yeah.
Andrew Guy would have brought the crazy out of her, made her more active and hyper, and she would have brought that more edginess out of him. So yeah, oh yeah, they would have been crazy together. That would have
And
been
you know what? I think they would have been able to fill each other's gaps. They
yeah,
seem like they're really knowledgeable and certain categories, and
yeah,
I think that could have been a really kick-ass team.
yeah. Well, I think both of them, even Team Action when they first came in the league, I think a lot of people struggle when they first come in the league because even though you can answer that stuff sitting at home, it's different when you get in there. So a
Right.
lot of people and a lot of teams struggle when they first come in, but then when they get their footing and they start studying and they get a team with them and a few people to help them out and give them pointers, you really see people take off. Like I said, Janine Rasheen, Silvestrini, Guy's a big one, I think, because I didn't think he was that great at the trivia part when he was with Action, and then when he sort of went on his own and started studying and really taking it serious, he really became a good player. I mean, a really good player. So
Yeah. You know, round two happens. Rachel gets. I think it was destiny for her to get this category.
yeah,
She gets Kevin Smith.
that would be my favorite category for sure, hands down.
Are you a big Kevin Smith fan?
Love Kevin Smith. Yes, I've seen everything.
I haven't seen everything he's done, but what I have seen I really liked. So, yeah, she did well. I think she only shut down once in multiple choice. Is that
Yeah,
right?
she checked down on one. She got 9. Yeah, she got 9. And I think she checked down on the second question, which I actually thought was pretty easy. But hey, sometimes you just don't know it at that moment. You
Right.
can't pull it for whatever reason. So
Do you know what the second question was by any chance?
it was in which movie was a certain it was a certain line that was or the tagline
Okay.
was
Oh, right.
the,
Damn,
something about
damn,
Street coming and something like that. And I
right.
actually I thought that was a great multiple choice because answer D was Zach and Miri make a porno, which would make
Right.
a lot of sense with that tagline. But it was actually Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back is
Okay.
the movie it's
That
from.
makes sense.
Yeah.
And then Whitney went and he got the 1990s.
Yes, he
So
got
I
9.
think he got the same thing. 9?
He got 9.
Yes?
Yeah. Well, he spun Morgan Freeman and then he spun away from that. And
Right.
he got the 90s. Yeah, and he got 9. He had to check down on the last question, which I don't remember what that question was
Yeah,
there.
me neither.
No. But yeah, so they both got 9. So still 2-point lead for her going into the third round, 17-15.
And then round three happens. He gets ahead. She loses her 5 pointers. He wins
Yeah.
22-20.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about this?
Great match. I mean, I think she fought back, and I think she really put out a strong performance. I really do. I mean, again, like I said, I had her as a slight favorite going into it when I first saw who was playing. Um, And I mean, you gotta give him credit. He played a great match too. So I mean, I thought all around it was a great match for both of them. Yeah, like I said, I think she missed a couple in the first round that I think kind of hurt her. So I think that's what it all came down to. Really was that. I've noticed that a lot lately, man. Is if you go into that last round with down one or two, it's really
Yeah,
tough. It's tough.
yeah. Yeah.
So
I like how the questions start out easy but get harder and harder as they go along.
yeah,
Uh,
absolutely.
They're doing a good job running the questions this season.
Yeah, and all three
Really good
rounds do
job.
that now. All three rounds do that. The first couple questions in the first round are easy, and then the last couple get a little bit harder, and then the second round same way. And yeah, no, I like that. I like that. It's a nice way to do it.
Okay, before we continue,
Yeah.
I want to bring up my favorite moment of this match.
Okay.
In the
Okay.
post game interview,
Yeah.
we have a Roosevelt faction,
Uh huh.
the House of Flout.
Yeah. The House of Flouse. Yes.
What are your thoughts about this faction?
I mean, I'm a huge Flouse. I was watching live on the day when they created Flouse, so I love Flouse. So yeah, no, I'm a huge fan. I want to see this faction go forever.
I have to be honest. When they were about to reveal the name,
Uh huh.
I was hoping the faction name would be Sneakers. Can you imagine?
The stinkers. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. Yeah. No,
Uh,
like I said, I watched that episode live, man. Them creating that character was so great. I mean, that was
it
gold.
was great because you just saw how crazy they were with each other.
Yeah, yeah. No, them two just in a room together, man, is amazing. It's amazing. It
Yeah,
really.
you know what? They're just a couple of sneakers. That's what they are.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Did you
All
ever watch
right.
his old show where he would randomly do interviews with people and wake them up in their bed, but he would like be in their house in their bed with them?
No, I never did.
It was Brett. It was like waking up with Brett or Good Morning with Brett. Look it up on you, man. I'm telling you, you will. It's one of the funniest things ever. It's like he sneaks into people's houses and then tries to interview them as they're waking up. It's hilarious.
He's great. He needs to have a career. He
Oh,
needs to have a big career.
dude, that guy is so underrated. He's so great. He really is. I love Brett, man. I love Brett.
All right. So going into the main event now.
The big one.
This rubber match. Kevin the Smasher versus Mike KO.
Yes.
What are your thoughts about this match overall?
I mean, just a nail biter. Just a nail biter. Especially that, I mean, after that first round, man, I was like, oh, man, they're both a little off. So,
Yeah.
because it was 7-8 at the end of the first match or the
Yeah,
first round.
something
And
like that, yeah.
so, yeah, they both missed a couple, which, they weren't off in the sense that they, didn't, but they were just, they missed a couple. So, yeah, coming out of that, I was like, oh, man, this is going to be good, especially because I knew it was a 5-rounder. So, you have that speed round or the speed round, and then you have that third round. So anything can happen in these matches, man. These are the matches where anything can happen at any time. So
So let's get into it. You said they had a pretty good round.
yes,
Well, they missed a few. I
yep.
think you said they ended 7-8, right?
I think it was 7-8 smasher. Yeah, is what I had.
Okay.
That's what I
All
wrote down
right.
in my notes. So yeah, that's what I had.
And then they went into round two.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, oh god, there's coming in the future and time travel.
Travel, yeah, yeah. What a weird category that is, isn't it? That's
Yeah,
a
but hey, listen, he got perfect in that, didn't
yeah.
he?
Yes, he did.
And then Kevin got Indian and Predator.
Right, and he got
Almost got perfect. Almost got perfect. Missed. He answered correctly, but he went down to multiple choice on his last one.
on his last one. Yeah, and got 9. So he still had a perfect round, but missed 1 point.
And then they both went into the pending round. They both getting 3 points. They
Yep.
both got it.
But the cool thing about that second round was because Smasher got 9 and he was up by 1, it ended in a tie.
Right,
It
okay.
was 17-17 at the end of the third round or the second round. So that was really cool.
And then they got more in the third round. They both answered it right.
Yeah.
They both got 3.
Yep.
Still tied, 20
20.
to 20.
Yep.
And then the mini round, the speed round happens. SMets got 3 and KO gets 2.
Got the last 2. Smets got the first 3. He got the last 2. So yeah, he pulled it out there and only dropped 1 point in that exchange. So that was good.
And then round 5 happens.
Yes.
SMets gets his 2 and 3.
Right.
KO gets his 2 and 3, but misses his 5-pointer,
Which would have
which
put him
means
in to make Smets answer his 5. Yeah.
SMets won 28 to 27. Damn, dude, I don't think we could ask for a better match than this.
Dude, I literally wrote in my notes after I wrote the final score, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. Like, I mean, such a great match. It really was, man. It really was. Seeing those two, I mean, they're just so good. They're just so good. They're in their lane, they're comfortable, and they're just so good. They really are. It's amazing to watch them play.
Absolutely. And now they get one more automatic match, right?
Yeah. I think so, right. So yeah, I mean, this is tough because now it's 2-1 Smets.
Yep.
What if he goes 3-1 up on Kalinowski in Intergeekdom?
I think he's going to. I don't think it's if, I think it's when.
I think he's going to too. I think Kalinowski, after losing Chance, I think that faction's going to fall apart a little bit.
Yeah.
I think our predictions from last week might have some validity now.
Well, what was your prediction again? Remind me.
We were just talking about who Kalinowski could pair up with, or not who Kalinowski could pair up with who Smets could pair up with possibly.
Right.
In a team's match. And I think we had Kalinowski as possibly one of them if so. Which makes sense now, man, because like I said, after losing Chance, not having corruption as a team is big. That's a big team to take out of the league.
But do you really think KO will leave corruption?
I don't think he'll leave corruption, no, but I don't think there will be a corruption, is what I guess is the better way to say it. I don't think that he'll necessarily leave. I just don't think that it's going to last after that.
I can't remember when it was, but there was a scene with Shannon that made me think, okay, he might not. No, I'll tell you what it was. It was a post-game. It was a post-game interview.
Okay.
She seemed pretty down, personally.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. No, I mean, look, when Kalinowski went on his run before all of the, back before even the draft, she was his manager technically. They were managers. She was his manager, and they were great. But since that draft, man, and that year from the draft on, I really think the league has just talent wise gotten so much more diverse. I think there's a lot better players now than there ever has been. And I think even these veterans like Kalinowski and Roca and all these guys.
Walker's not playing.
No, but I'm just saying people like that, names like that. I mean, can lose any match now. They really can, depending on who they're playing.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Is KO the player who's been here the longest?
Right now, I think he would be. right now playing, yes.
Well,
Well, no, Levine would be right.
right. And is
But
Riley playing?
who?
Riley?
I don't know. I don't know if he's. Well, Wildberries is back, so Makuga would be one too. Makuga would
Right, right,
be definitely number one longest player.
right.
So
Wild Mary, Wild Mary.
yeah,
I love the Wild Marys.
I think Riley's still in the league. I just he hasn't played in a while.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know what his exact status is. If he's officially not playing or what.
I guess we'll find out. But as of right now, Mike is one of the oldest players in the league.
Yeah.
And
Oh
when
yeah.
I say old, and when I say oldest, I mean oldest career wise.
Yeah. Yeah. No, look, man. Like I said, I mean, people like Smets and Chandru and Robert Parker. I mean, these guys can play. They can play, and they can play with the big names. So it's not just I'm going to walk in there and intimidate these guys with my shtick. They're not going to
Right,
fall forward like they used to be able to steamroll people back in the day when new players would come in and you would have Roka go out there and just steamroll somebody with his just who he was.
right, right. No, that's a fair point.
Yeah,
Okay, forgive me if I'm wrong, but we don't know who's playing this week, right?
coming up, yeah, no,
Yeah.
but I'll tell you what, I think your prediction on what um, um, Ben and Dan could be doing is very interesting. Having
Oh,
a confrontation with them and the Smets at the end of at the end of the episode,
the I team, and yes,
and she said,
I,
"Enjoy your moment because it's only a moment." I love
yeah,
that line. I love that line. So yeah, I think
I love Kate as the heel. I love that whole,
yeah,
I love that whole faction as a heel.
yes, yeah. So you think it's a better chance now that Bateman's gonna go after him or Merle? You think it'll be Merle or Bateman?
Uh,
Yeah, Bateman or Merle?
go after Smith, you mean,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Well,
both. All two
no,
versus two
Dan,
versus what?
Dan. Dan. I see
Oh,
Dan going out.
Dan, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see that match. I want to see that match. That's
Going
a
to be,
to see.
yeah, going to be interesting.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And he had a free contender match. And he can play at any time. So we'll see.
I like you said, man. I think you're onto something now. I really think you're onto something because it looks like that's what they're setting up. Is
Yep.
him challenging him. That might be the cutscene next week after the first match.
Yeah, might be. We'll see.
Might be next week. That could be the main event next week. Is where he comes out and says, "You know what? Right now, let's go."
Yep. Oh man, I can't wait. I can't wait. All right. I mean, this episode went pretty straightforward, right? I mean, there were no challenges. There were no controversies. Finally,
Oh yeah, no
and
challenges at all.
yeah, it was a fun match. It was what we wanted, and it delivered.
Yeah.
So, having said all that, is there anything you want to say wrapping up?
Um. No, I mean, like I said, I think what I want to see now is Dan versus Mets. I want to see that match now. I think more than
Me too, man.
any other
Me
match.
too.
Yeah, but no, yeah, no. I mean, both great matches, another great episode, and I'm just to keep getting more and more excited for each week. So I'm loving
Right. And I love doing this show with you. I love talking it out with you.
absolutely. No, it's been great. It's been great.
All right.
Seems
Well,
like
on that,
a good pocket of time, man, because we're we sort of started our Star Wars show right before everything kind of gets into high gear for that, and Schmodown seems to be doing the same thing for us. It's starting to hit the high gear, man. So yeah, this could be really cool for us. It could be awesome, man.
Knock on wood. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
All right, having said all that, my man John, why don't you tell us where everybody can find you?
Sure. Yeah. Find me on Twitter at Jedi Master Tuck. You can find me here every Monday with Ben doing the Dissecting Schmodown show. And then we are doing, starting this Wednesday, the Jedi Academy on Wednesdays for Obi-Wan and going forward with pretty much any show. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And you guys can find me right here every Monday, every Wednesday on Jedi Academy, like John said, every Friday on the Weekly Geekdom, every Sunday on One with Ben. You can also find me at my other YouTube channel, the Northern Entertainment Group, every Tuesday on We Run the Tape, and every Saturday morning on the Northern Countdown. I, I think that's it. And remember, everyone, please like and subscribe to this channel.
Yes,
I
please.
want this channel to be at 100 subscribers at the end of July. Please make that happen. You can also find me at my Twitter, Ben_Rainer. I think that's everything, right?
Man,
Yeah.
I still, you, every time you do your rundown, man, it's amazing. You just have so much going on.
Well, what you don't know, there's more than one of me. I have clones lined up.
Nice. Nice. Just don't start a
Uh,
war with the clones. Don't start a
oh
war.
no, oh no, no, no. We don't want that. We don't want that. All right, everybody. We'll see you next Monday for Dissecting Schmodown. But until then, have a good week and see you soon.
Have a
Thank
great week.
you.